A good mystery is something that everyone appreciates, but what if a mystery is never resolved successfully? The unresolved incidents described below are strange, distressing, and upsetting. They are among history's most fascinating mysteries. Hey guys, welcome to XS Multimedia Top Picks. Let's look at the top 10 creepiest mysteries you've never heard of. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The Toynbee Tiles. What do Boston, Kansas City, Rio de Janeiro, and Buenos Aires have in common? Linoleum tiles with enigmatic inscriptions concerning death can be found in all these places and many more, embedded in seemingly random streets. Many of the tiles have the phrase, "Resurrect dead on planet Jupiter," as well as references to Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey. A few suggestions about the Tyler's identity have been proposed, including one in a 2011 documentary, but no proof or acknowledgement from the Tyler has validated any of them. Number 9. The Devil's Footprints. In 1855, residents of Devon, England awoke to an unsettling phenomenon. Hoofprints 4 inches long were discovered on roofs, buildings, and even sewer lines across 40 to 100 miles of snow. If the markings hadn't occurred in a variety of inaccessible spots, they could have been mistaken for those of a donkey or other animal. Even stranger, they were all in a single line, rather than alternating left and right. No other animal walks in such a unique way. Although there is no clear explanations, locals believe it was Satan himself. Number 8. Pollock Twins. Joanna and Jacqueline Pollock, sisters, were murdered in an automobile accident when they were 11 and 6 years old respectively. The bereaved parents decided to have another child and had twins, Jillian and Jennifer. These twins appeared to be excellent reincarnations, since they shared so many similarities with the deceased sisters, including birthmarks, mannerisms and preferences, and memories from before the accident. Number 7. The Aurora Incident. In 1897, a cigar-shaped airship crashed with a windmill and exploded. People claimed to have seen a non-human pilot and documents written in an unintelligible language that resembled hieroglyphics. The pilot was allegedly buried, but the grave marker vanished. The Mutual UFO Network requested that the cemetery be exhumed, but the cemetery declined. According to conspiracy theories, the debris was removed by the military, leaving only accounts and memories. Number 6. The Big Grey Man. The Big Grey Man, known in Scottish Gaelic, is not a man. It is claimed to be a monster or ghost that lives in the remote Scottish mountains of the Cairngorms. According to several reports of the creature, it is a tall ghost wrapped in a mist that causes immense dread and panic in its victims. Almost all tales mention footsteps following them in the gravel before they meet the thing. Another theory is that it is a broken specter in which the user's shadow is magnified on a cloud bank. Number 5. Tamam Shud. An unidentified body washed up on the South Australian coast in 1948. As a result, there was a frenetic scavenger hunt with numerous dead ends. Tamam Shud, which is Persian meaning finished, was written on a torn piece of paper in the man's pocket. The paper led them to the book it was torn from, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, as well as a phone number and a cryptic message that they have yet to decode. The phone number belonged to a local nurse who denied knowing anything about the deceased man. Investigators discovered a discarded suitcase with a forged identification, which they believe belonged to the deceased. One of Australia's most puzzling mysteries remains unsolved. Number 4. Benjamin Bathurst's disappearance. Benjamin Bathurst was a British ambassador in the 19th century. In November 1809, he was traveling through Germany with his companion, Herr Kraus, when something odd happened. They were walking together to the carriage, but when Kraus got inside, he couldn't find Bathurst. His costly fur coat was discovered in an outhouse, and his pantaloons were discovered miles away in the woods. His wife spent a fortune trying to find him, but she was unsuccessful. It was believed he was murdered, and a suspected skeleton was discovered many years later. Number 3. The Flanan Isle Lighthouse. 3 lighthouse keepers mysteriously vanished without a trace in December 1900 on the isolated island of Eileen Moor. When people went to check on them, they discovered a spare oilskin and unmade beds, implying that something had awoken them from their sleep. The mechanical clocks had also been unwound for some time. There was no proof of foul play discovered, and the bodies were never seen again. The leading theory holds that they were dragged into the Atlantic Ocean by waves. Number 2. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops. In 1918, the USS Cyclops was on its way to Baltimore. Weather, fair, all well is the ship's final message. As a result, the ship vanished into thin air. Normally when a ship goes missing, some of the ship's residue or flotsam washes ashore, but no sign of the Cyclops has been found. It vanished into the infamous Bermuda Triangle. There were no opposing ships in the region at any point. Number 1. The Green Youngsters of Woolpit. Legend has it that 2 children were discovered in the 12th century in the English village of Woolpit. They had green skin, spoke gibberish, and exclusively ate broad beans. They eventually learned to eat normal food and speak English, and they claimed to be from a separate world with no sun. The boy died soon after an unknown ailment, while the girl survived. A few accounts from approximately the same period mention the incident. According to one popular theory, the children were orphaned and starving Flemish immigrants from another town in Suffolk. Others think they were extraterrestrials or from within the Earth. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thank you for watching.